Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my bedroom on this momentous of occasion. Honestly, it's a day I didn't think would ever come. But here we are, a year plus later. It is the series finale of Black Sails. Oh, we are here. We are here. We've got one episode. It's an hour and 11-minute episode, but one episode to tie up everything and lay the trail crumbs for Treasure Island. Yes. I guess we have been laying them, but now we're really laying the trail. So I'm gonna guess, well, we know John survives. We know Billy survives. I know Jack and Anne survive because their stories end differently in real life. Everybody else is up for grabs. And we know they don't find the treasure. And the treasure goes lost. But I'm so excited to get to it, and I'm so glad that you all have been with me here for this adventure. And I do want to give out a big thanks, shout out to my super patrons, Jillian and Neil Silverman, who've been here the whole journey pretty much, encouraged me to watch it, filled in all the extra, both behind the scenes and real life. I've appreciated you as my ride or die on this journey. So we're gonna get locked and loaded under the cozy, comfy blanket and my beverage for this episode. I learned to make the official Bacardi version. As you can tell, I got my Bacardi shirt. It is the drink of the pirates, made to provide both rum and lime, the citrus to hold back the scurvy. Oh yes, it is the mojito. Does mint grow in the Caribbean? Where does mint grow? But here we go in my Bacardi glass. I know I went a little crazy down in Puerto Rico. But here is my mojito. And when I was learning how to make it, I think Ed, the instructor, was like, okay, you can top it with club soda. But if you want to make it extra fancy, you top it with Prosecco. So, oh yes, it is rum topped with Prosecco. Prosecco. I haven't drank yet. Prosecco. Ooh, that's delightful. So, right, are you ready? I think I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Nan was recruiting spies in Port Royal. She met a man with an estate in the wilderness. This man found it profitable to offer his services.
Are we actually going to bring this little nugget of information back?
What's to be done with the unwanted ones?
Okay. We didn't go into the song.
Whom civilization must prune from the vine to protect its sense of itself. So long as there is progress, there will always be human debris in its wake.
Debris.
In London, the solution is to call them criminals. That a civilization is judged not by who it excludes, but by how it treats the excluded.
That is not what I asked.
How about we just don't exclude them?
I'm not an enemy of his, nor is the man who sent me.
Yes, and I believe you when you say it, but still.
Do you know where I come from, sir?
No, I don't.
I come from Nassau. I come on behalf of Long John Silver. Have you heard of him?
Have you?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yes.
Then I ask you again. Is the prisoner we are looking for here, or isn't he?
For the last time. I can't believe I'm going to hear this song in this entirety for the last time. Oh, and you all are just standing on the beach, proud as proud.
When we make our landing, pass word to the men I need Flint alive.
Well, yeah, kind of late on that now.
What of the others, my lord? There are no others.
Oh, yes.
No quarter, Mr.
Stay low, stay low. Not even John. Not even John. Oh, Billy. These were your comrades at one point.
Bring her about!
What just happened? So much carnage! Oh, is that Jack's ship? Oh. Oh. Wow. Handy?
An hour ago, we were upon a fool's errand to capture Captain Flint. You find an island that does not exist. You're welcome for that, by the way. Evade a ship full of redcoats. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is considerably better luck than you and I have experienced lately.
They told me you brought the cash to ransom for her life.
It's in the ground. I'm the only one who knows where. And when we are ready to return together to the camp to resume the war to which we all committed ourselves, then, and only then, can you live with that?
She runs or she wants room to fight this out?
You've met the man. What do you think?
Oh, that's true. Good question there, sir.
Unless we defeat him today, together.
Defeat the governor.
Get us underway. And ready the guns.
And then deal with the Flint issue?
The three of us.
God, I should be making notes.
Miss Rogers isn't going to receive a letter from anyone's lawyer informing him I've beaten him. I'm going to tell him so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jack does have quite the vendetta against Rogers, doesn't he? So, you two were about to kill each other.
Well, here I am.
Or at least John was about to
on the agenda.
kill Flint.
Where did you go?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Right. Jack just... Right.
I went to Philadelphia to see Joseph Guthrie. Every rebellion can use a wealthy convert or two early in the game.
What did he say?
He politely passed
However...
and remained to be tended to in the city. Max with her. Now that we're all caught up, might we agree there are more pressing issues at hand?
Oh, he didn't say the however part.
I intend to assume command here.
Ooh. Wow. Is that so?
Securing her alive is all that matters today. Return her, him, and the cash back to the camp intact, along with the governor defeated and in chains.
In chains? Oh, no. No, you need to just carry his head.
He's right.
About what part? All of it?
You people.
What the hell is this? You cannot honestly believe that placating me is going to repair what's been broken here. I absolutely think that it is repairable. And no one is placating anyone. What exactly is it you think you're doing here?
I know what it's like to have lost her. And then seeing a way to have her back. I understand what that must have felt like.
Wow, Flint, you're being very generous. For Flint.
You asked me once what I would do, what I would sacrifice if it meant having Thomas back again. I honestly couldn't say I wouldn't have done what you did.
And that little scene is the first time I have seen his resemblance to Maggie Smith. Don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the way the dirt was covering and the lighting. But I was like, oh yeah, I can see your mom in you. Is this necessary?
Please no. I was so conflicted about all this when it began. When what I wanted was to remove Flint. And I saw no other way.
I can't watch.
Somehow here I am now. What I've just done. There is no difference between Flint and Silver now. I believe they are outmatched today. But if somehow they are able to prevail today against us, I will ensure that at the end of it all, when they walk through this final door, there is defeat awaiting them.
You think killing me means defeat for them? You will have given them a martyr to unite them.
Maddie! Maddie! Maddie, she is a badass. She knows just what to say and when, but did he do it? What's the state of your blade, sir? Should have made a picture of these.
The captain suggests Eurydice is likely lying in wait beyond that headland. We should take measures to prepare for it. In the meantime, why don't you tell me what the fuck you're actually doing here? And from there, my questions only multiply, which is probably not a state you want to leave me in.
I suppose that makes two of us, because there is something in the air between you and your friend up there. Would you like to start trading answers?
It's kind of funny how the one person who seems to be pretty open and honest about everything is Flint, who has been fairly outright with his intentions, his plans regarding those intentions, however, but he hasn't been anything less than Flint this whole time. There she goes. Cells.
Shall we withdraw in favor of a wider approach?
No.
But there are easier ways to attempt to board her.
I do not wish to board her. I wish to cause confusion and terror amongst her men. I wish to shatter their spirits. I wish to break them. Keep her mainmast aligned over.
Are you terrifying the other ship, or are you terrifying your own, sir? Wow.
Brace for impact!
So if you all capsize, then what? Oh, Jesus. That would suck to be taken out then. Well, at any point. But especially now. Oh, is he gonna run into Flint? Yes, he is. Oh, man. Where's Mr. Hands? Oh, jeez. Hamstring him. You strung him.
Pull to the ready! You load that now.
Flint's on board the ship. Man, this is reminding me a smidgen of that opening sequence from episode Pilot 1. They kind of, none of those guys are still around, because I don't really count Billy as the same guy, but none of those guys are around. He's gonna push you in the ocean for real this time. That's where he stabbed him. I think I would have tried to I wouldn't have stopped. I wouldn't have stopped. I would have just going. You both drop? You both drop? But we know that's not the end of them. Oh my God, Jack. Oh, there's hands. For good measure. He saw his prize. This is the cook.
What are you doing down here? Are you a fucking coward?
Lisa. I'm just the cook.
He's the cook!
You had a prisoner here. Is she still alive? Is she still alive?
You better answer quick, sir. Gonna get him from behind. I can't tell, but it doesn't look good. Oh, ah. No, no, no. You gotta get it. Just take him out. Just take him out. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Is she alive for real? Is she unhurt? Is she uninjured? She might be alive right now, but is she injured? Take him out. Take him out. There's a lot of show left to go. Are there any of the maroons left? Because it doesn't look like it. So, now what?
Don't worry. No one's going under the ship today. The thought had crossed my mind.
No, I'm quite certain I can do better than that.
I don't think he gives a fuck.
I'd like to stay, actually. To help see the chest secured properly.
Provided the majority of men crewing the line are ours, not yours. And you remain on the ship or we retrieve the chest.
They don't trust each other at all. Well, there's Mr. Morgan.
We'll rest up here.
Rest.
I can keep going. We'll rest here. We won't be going any further. I won't take another step towards that chest until I know for certain that I'm wrong about what I suspect is happening here. What is it you think is happening? I'll show you the chest. The chest is brought out of the ground.
And I'm put into the ground.
I don't know what then exactly, but I doubt it involves returning it to the camp as planned. Tell me I am and we'll continue on our way.
And John can't come up with a ready lie.
Your war, her war. Julius will be no obstacle to it.
Julius, that's right.
As long as you and she stand for it. As long as the treasure powers it. Nothing can stop it from beginning now. Nothing but you. Why would you want to do that? The measuring of lives, and loves, and spirits. How much ransom can be afforded for the cause? How many casualties can be tolerated for the cause? How much loss? That isn't a war. That is a fucking nightmare. And I cannot take a single step towards leaving this forest until I know it's over.
I don't think it's never over. It's never over.
This is how they survive. They paint the world full of shadows. In the dark, there is discovery. There is possibility. There is freedom. In the dark, once someone has illuminated it, and who has been so close to doing it as we are right now? This isn't about England. When I thought Marty was gone, I saw, for the first time, I saw the world through your eyes. I felt the need to make sense of the loss. I recognized the other thing, hiding in the spaces. The one whose shape you first showed me. It was rage. And it just wanted to see the world burn.
Yeah, that was a good part of the beginning of season 3.
I made arrangements to ensure that when we leave here, it is with compromises in place that will diffuse any threat of widespread rebellion. All this will be for nothing.
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, a lot of men died. A lot of men died based on
We would have been for nothing.
pride and rage and vengeance.
Defined by their histories.
So many people died.
Distorted to fit into their narrative. Even if you can persuade her to keep you, she'll no longer be enough. And the comfort will grow stale. And casting about in the dark for some proof that you mattered and finding none, you'll know that you gave it away in this moment. This is not what I wanted. But I will stand here with you for an hour, a day, a year, while you find a way to accept this outcome, so that we might leave here together. For if not, then I must end this another way.
Fill in the rest of it. Meanwhile, down at the bottom of the hill, okay, so what happened?
Captain Flint is gone.
Gone?
Yeah.
Gone where?
Retired from the account. He was persuaded that his efforts were no longer viable. He then chose to walk away from it all.
This sounds somewhat less definitive an end than I had expected.
For if our intent was to extinguish his war, feeding it a martyr seems like an odd way of going about it. Instead of a martyr, we have fed it a story and enabled the more moderate voices among them to press for a more moderate solution.
Written on a piece of parchment.
Its terms conceived by Governor Rogers. Its terms agreed to by the Maroon leaders.
Oh, Maddie's not happy. She's not happy.
All that remains, then, is for you to purchase Woods Rogers' debts, force his default and incarceration, and see him replaced with a new governor who will honor these terms.
But this is a meaningful assurance that the pirate threat is no more.
For now.
You asked for a governor I would call husband. I cannot give that to you either. But I have given you a candidate whose trustworthiness I can guarantee. These are the terms under which it will happen. They are the best I can offer.
Just one more thing. Small favor to ask. Once the demand for repayment has been made, and his default recorded, and the warrant sworn, there will be a trial. The failure. The humiliation. For a man like Woods Rogers, how difficult that will be to sit helpless while history records such an unflattering end to what was once such a promising story.
Jack wants to be there to view it.
once the time comes to submit that affidavit, I'd so love to help you write it.
Leave.
Oh yeah, she's not happy.
The chiefs from the other camps will be leaving shortly, along with the pirate crews. The war is over.
You best be on one of those boats, is what she's saying.
I don't know why you did this, but I know you did this.
Flint's war can only have one result. A life of loss. I lost you once. I would not do it again. Captain Flint didn't retire from this. It was important that they heard that.
He was your friend, and you killed him.
No. I did not kill Captain Flint.
Maybe metaphorically killed him?
I unmade him. Captain Flint was born out of great tragedy. I found a way to reach into the past and undo it.
The way they're filming this in silhouettes is very interesting.
There is a place near Savannah, but no less secure. And
oh, Mr. Hands went with him.
to the rest of the world, they simply cease to be.
Is he in chains? Is he cuffed?
Thomas Hamilton was there.
Is still there?
He disbelieved me. He continued to resist. But the closer we got to Savannah, his resistance began to diminish. Or perhaps, as the promise of seeing Thomas got closer, he grew more comfortable letting go of this man he created in response to his loss.
I guess Maddie created herself in response to the loss of her father. Yes? Well, yeah, there's gonna be some money involved. I thought those were gravestones for a moment. He is in cuffs. Do you know who this is, sir? Oh, yes, he does! Yes, he does! Oh, he recognizes him. Thanks, sweet baby Jesus. I don't think this is a happily ever after, but we'll take it for now. We'll take it for now. Flint. Did Flint really get his happily ever after, or is this just some story John's making up to make everybody's thinking of it? Is Flint really still?
I think what you want of me. I will draw comfort in the knowledge that you are alive to think it.
Only because where's the cash? Where's the treasure?
But I'm not the villain you fear.
Where's the treasure? Because Flint would have to have told them, right?
I'm not him.
In order for them to let him go.
You sent a man to investigate this place. And he did this. And returned to Nassau. All before the Spanish arrived.
Yes.
You have planned to betray all that time. Get out.
But I will stay. And I will wait. A day.
An hour. A month. Forever.
A year. Forever. In the hopes that you will understand why I did what I did.
Get out.
She had the ancestors on her back, telling her to fight for her people's freedom, John. All of the ancestors.
A story is true, a story is untrue. As time extends, it matters less and less. The stories we want to believe, those are the ones that survive. Those are the stories that shape history. I'm sorry, remind me, what was your question specifically?
Long John Silver.
Long John Silver, yes, please. Long John Silver's story. It's a hard one to know. The men who believed most deeply in it
Oh, we knew he was surviving.
were ultimately destroyed by it. And those who stood to benefit most from it were the most eager to leave it all behind. until all that remains of any of it are stories, bearing only a passing.
She finally made it home. Destroy the pirates.
A world that is no more.
Mm-hmm.
I hear there are still men on the county under the blessing of the governor, as long as it helps drive up prices for the merchants here. That's why I came.
Wait.
2 things you must know.
Is this Jim Hawkins?
1, the governor. Lovely man.
Or supposed to be Jim.
Might be the hero given credit for the Maroon Truce, bringing peace to the West Indies.
Mr. Featherstone's the governor?
And the true power here is a little more complicated than that.
Mr. Featherstone's the governor.
And 2, there is, by law, no piracy in Nassau. Not anymore. Not ever. Meet me at the jetty.
Don't remember talking about bringing on new people.
We didn't. He's come from the continent. So were the regulars in the war.
Mark Reed.
Mark Reed. Why is this sound familiar? Is Mark Reed really the girl that Anne winds up in prison with and whatnot?
Planning on bringing them all on?
All of who?
All the fools that have heard you may know where to find Captain Flint's treasure. The ones think you may go looking for it again.
I've chased Captain Flint's treasure. I've had Captain Flint's treasure. It never ends well. Rather than rush off after it again, maybe let's just do this a while longer.
Is that it?
It's Jolly Roger.
Still don't understand what was wrong with the one we had.
It's the art that leaves the mark. But to leave it, it must transcend. It's fine.
Get us underway.
So what a journey that ended actually rather quietly than I expected. I thought we were going to have some fisticuffs right up closer to the end and not stopped halfway. Where do I start? Okay, let's start with the end. Mark Reed, I think Mark Reed is the one that forms with Anne and then Jack in this little threesome, right? I think, possibly. Mr. Featherstone's the governor. Okay. Question. Is that really what happens to Captain Flint? Did he actually get a happy-ish ever after? James Flint, happily ever after? Or is that just a story that is told so we feel better about him disappearing? Because why would they let the treasure be buried still? Is that why it's questionable? To make us think it's all about the story, to get people to stop going for the war. Because then why would the treasure be hidden? Again, questionable. Maddie and John, they're just standing at the top of the hill looking at each other. Are they going to have some sort of happily ever after? Or is that too questionable? Again, my plan is hopefully if I can find a moment to read Treasure Island, and I don't think Maddie's in or mentioned in Treasure Island in passing. So what made John go forth to look for Flint's the treasure? Kind of would have been nice to see Roger's humiliation a little bit more. 'Cause that man, But yeah, for all of the sacrifices and the sheer number of people who died, Charles Vane, just, and then for the war to just, we're done. It collapsed like a flan in the cupboard. That's so realistic. And it's so grandeur. I kind of believe Maddie. It's like, again, she had the weight of her ancestors. She was going to free her people, and it got taken from her. Her options were whipped away. I would be upset too. So overall, series as a whole, epic. This is epic. First, we have got to applaud, kudos, everything to everyone. The designers, the production crew, the stunt coordinators, and I've said it before, but oh my gosh, the production value on this series was flawless. Many times I would forget that I'm watching actors and it's a story, and I was thinking that they're real pirates and real sailors and real, because there was no room. I guess you could have CGI'd some of it, but it didn't look, the actual practical stuff, it looked like they were on ships and whatnot. I mean, I guess it wouldn't make money-wise sense, but it looked great. The goriness was gory to a point. I mean, for me, it was palatable. It was okay. It was savage, but it was okay for my sensibilities. Do I have a favorite character? I don't know, because I liked different characters at different times. Maddie was badass across the board. Eleanor was frustrating, bang my head against the wall. John's progression was weird, kind of odd, because he was pretty not one note. In Charlestown, that turned it. He had a big shift then. Small, tiny little increments, big shift. And then he just kind of sort of had tiny increments. And I think it was overshadowed a smidge by Rogers and Eleanor. And then Flint's just all out vengeance. And Charles' sacrifice. So I think season 3, some of John's progression kind of sort of got overshadowed. But I loved how at this last episode we had flashbacks from episode 1. That was a nice little bookend. Jack's progression was great. And although it wasn't huge, I think what he always envisioned himself, by the end, we saw it. He always saw it, but now we were able to see it at the end. Same thing with Max's. Max's progression was really heavy in the front, and so at the end, it was just her maintaining it. So maybe that's why she didn't seem as big of a player, or at least her character growth seemed like stalled, because it was. She was just in maintenance mode when she hit that level early on. Billy's progression was frustrating because I was with him. I was sad when we thought he might have possibly died. I was so excited when he came back, when he was, influencing on the island, and then he had to turn out to be a fucker. Oh, so disappointing. That's so disappointing. And I think because I'm so disappointed tells me how great they wrote it. It hurts me that they turned him into this just, I am saddened that we lost pretty much the entire Walrus crew at some point in some time in terribly horrific ways. R.I.P. all of the Walrus crew. What's his name? Justin? Billy's kind of sort of sidekick that he let go for the most part. Then I thought he would show up more here at the end. Like he would have been the storyteller, the one survivor to tell the tales of what happened from a non-Flint or Silver account. But we never saw him again, did we? I think the fact that we got any sort of potential happy ending at all was more than I could have hoped for. When a lot of it was doom and gloom, how are we going to overcome this obstacle? I think there was more losses than successes. So the fact that we had so many somewhat successes at the end, I'm pleasantly surprised. But how did you feel about this ending? Was this as a satisfying season conclusion, series conclusion where you're like, yeah, that was great? Or were you hoping for more? Do you think Flint really got his happy ending with Thomas? I'm curious to know. But there we go. Series finale of Black Sails. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me. The fact that you were here the whole time, I appreciate oh so much. But do not be strangers. Don't be strangers. There's more shows to watch. So hit subscribe so you know when the next video drops. Of course, there's Patreon. There's more things coming. And I want to see you for those adventures. So until next time, I'm going to catch my breath. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to hydrate. My throat is going. My voice is going. But I want you to do the same. And then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, you all. And until next time.